hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, and we are coming at you here on the west side of Seneca Lake at Toast Winery. Ooh, I am Cameron.
And I am Mike.
And it is time for another Toast Tuesday. I'm a little anxious. We just started, but I'm excited. Let's do it.
The Cameron episode is here.
It is my episode today.
I love it.
Well, it is probably the first, it is the first, probably the last ever Toast Tuesday that yours truly is hosting and, creating or whatever. But it is a beautiful day here at Tuesday. Nice weather, a little warmer, which is what I like. A little no rain. Feels good.
All right. I don't think this is the first for sure, but it might not be the last.
I hope not.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see how the people like it.
Let's see it. All right. Well, first things first, national days. There's not many things that are very exciting, but it is National Egg Day today. Mike, how do you like your eggs?
National Egg Day. I like my eggs only one way. That is scrambled. Scrambled is the only way. Well, hard-boiled. I like a nice hard-boiled egg as well. But I am definitely a scrambled person.
I could do eggs two ways as well.
Mm-hmm.
One is scrambled. Have you ever heard of toad in the hole?
Toad in the hole. I've never heard of. What is toad in the hole?
My mom used to make it, and you would just put an egg in the center of a piece of bread, and it was kind of like over easy almost inside of a piece of toast.
So you would cut out the toast?
Mm-hmm. You would cut out like a little circle in the middle of the toast. You would put the egg inside, and you put the egg in the hole.
Look at that! Learning something new today.
It is delicious.
Toad in the hole. Never heard of it. Okay.
Well,
that's
today,
very cool.
Now you've learned toad in the hole.
National Egg Day. All right. I'm not going to try that, but that's interesting. I'd never heard of that before. Okay.
And for birthdays, there's not a big birthday shout out except to Mike Gordon, who is the bass player to my favorite band of all time. I know every single song by them, Fish.
Fish. You're a fish head? Is that what they call fish head?
Fish
head. Call them fish heads?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Fish, huh?
Fish.
Okay.
Do you know Fish?
I know a few songs by Fish, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know any by Fish.
You don't know any by Fish. The Farmhouse, that's on the Toast Winery playlist.
Oh, that is Fish.
Yeah,
look it. I know one.
Okay, so Mike Gordon, the bass player, it's his birthday today.
All right,
well, happy birthday, Mike Gordon.
Happy birthday, sir.
Yes, all right, very cool.
All right. Well, I want to know about your week, Mike.
My week. I had a good week. I had a really good week this week. We bottled up some Gewürztraminer.
We have.
So that was exciting. Happy to get that back in the bottle. That'll be on the shelf soon. We were sold out of it, but that's been bottled.
Mm-hmm.
Really happy about the way that turned out. I think it's going to be a really nice wine. Something that people can look forward to. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting ready to plant grapevines on the property this week. So in anticipation of that, the land where these grapes are going to go got plowed with a tractor. And being not a farmer person, I was pretty impressed with. I was kind of blown away by this giant tractor that showed up and the plow on the back, and it just cut through the land like butter.
Did it all
like butter. I was very impressed. So the land is plowed. And we're going to be planting vines this week on site here at Toast Winery.
Well, that's something to look forward to. I like that.
So that happened. I know this is your episode, but
that's okay. No, I want to know.
I want to do a quick shout out because this happened this past week as well. I want to congratulate Fox Run Vineyards on celebrating their 35th year anniversary. 35 years for Fox Run Vineyards. Congratulations to you guys. That's quite a run there. And we got invited to a little get together at Fox Run.
Oh, nice.
So felt very, very honored to be a guest there. Thank you for that, and congratulations to you guys. 35 years. So
a long
great.
Time.
That was great as well. And I got a haircut.
You got a haircut?
I needed a haircut badly.
Great.
I had needed one very badly, and I feel like a new person again.
It feels good.
Having that taken care of.
Oh, I love that. What a good week, Mike. What a very good week.
It was a good week. It was a good week. Sorry, I don't want to steal your thunder.
I want to know about your week.
Your week.
We got to know about your week.
Your show.
I wasn't too crazy. One bigger thing that happened was that my mom came to visit us here at Toast Winery, which I thought was a very big deal. So, hi, Mom.
I am really disappointed that I missed her because
You
I
did
did.
miss my
I
mom.
missed her. Um, I had to leave early. I can't remember why, and I didn't know she was coming, and so I missed her. I'm sorry I missed you,
That's
but
okay.
another time.
She kind of fooled me because she said she wasn't coming, but then she did. So it's a
Okay.
shock
Well,
to
very
both
cool.
of
It
us.
was very cool that your mom came.
It was good. And then I went to my favorite retro game store that I like to visit here and there.
Okay.
Just collect games that I think that are cool. Play a little bit here and there, but otherwise it looks cool on my shelf, I would say.
A retro game store.
Retro game store.
How far do you have to travel to get to a retro game store in this area?
I would say from my house, it's about 45 minutes, which
I
isn't
figured
terrible.
it might be a little bit of a hike to get to. That they don't
It's
have
not
those
much.
like on every corner there. Okay, that sounds like a good
Nope.
week.
I did that. Nothing with all the wine stuff, but I do pour the wine, I will say.
Okay,
All right.
very good.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a good week. All right. What's happening at Toast Winery, Mike?
As we had been talking about, the pickle pairings are done. Pickle pairings are finished for right now for the temporary pause on them. But I think it was a pretty great run that we had there. We did it for 3 months.
We did it for 3 months.
March through May. I think we had some great pickles. People really love the pickles. In fact, this last weekend we couldn't even sell the taco pickle nor the pineapple pickle because we were right at the edge of not having enough. So super popular. Thank you to everybody who came out for that. And they're going to be back in August, and we're going to be picking some new pickles and new wines, and that'll be fun. But for now,
that's
done.
it. We're out of here.
Done.
I like it. It was a good send-off, I would say, this weekend for the wine and pickle pairing.
I would agree. I would agree. And it's nice to take a pause from those two, right? I mean,
a good break.
For us as well to get back to regular tastings. I think it opens up the tasting menu a bit more to people as well, because when we did the pickle pairing, of course, we chose the 5 wines that paired with those. And you didn't have to do that. You could do a regular tasting, but a lot of people did do the pickle tasting, so then they're only experiencing those same 5 wines.
Yes.
So nice to open up the tasting menu to everybody that comes in to
have
try
that
all
other
our
option.
wines. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
And right around the corner is the Smokin' Summer Kickoff.
This weekend.
This weekend, Mike.
This weekend. Saturday and Sunday,
Saturday
right?
and Sunday. That's it.
And what are we serving?
Ooh, I call it now because you told me about it. The Cowboy Caviar.
Cowboy Caviar. Black bean and corn salad.
Salad.
Tickets are officially sold out.
They're done.
They're done.
That's
so if you were like, oh man, that sounds like it'll be a nice time, it's too late. It's too late. Smokin' Summer Kickoff sold out.
Gone.
But that'll be this Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be
2
fun.
days. I like it.
To be hosting people here for that. Now, I will say we do that in the barrel room, and we will do that in the barrel room exclusively. So anybody that is coming in not part of the event, the entire tasting room will be open and available. So the event will not limit us in terms of what we can do here. All of the event participation folks will get the opportunity to be in the barrel room, and then everyone else will serve in the tasting room. So don't let the event scare you away from Toast Winery. Plenty of help, and
plenty of room,
plenty of wine here for you.
Well, I love it. Quite a bit happening here at Toast Winery, I would say. All right, let's jump right into the topical topic on a Tuesday.
Topical topics on a Tuesday. What do you got for us, Cameron? I can't wait to hear.
This one, I actually really like this story.
Okay.
Mike, I want to ask first, how much do you like cheese?
I love cheese.
You love cheese.
I love cheese. I like any kind of cheese, except for goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
I will not eat goat cheese.
That is fair. Very fair.
Is it fair? People love goat cheese.
People love goat cheese, especially around here.
But I love cheese. It doesn't matter.
Could you compete for cheese?
Compete for cheese? What is that? Like a cheese eating contest? No.
A lot crazier than a cheese eating contest.
Tell me about it.
All right. Well, what if I told you that there was a cheese rolling competition that's held every single year, and it apparently started in 1826?
1820, a cheese roll. What does that even mean? A cheese rolling competition? What is a cheese rolling competition? I need to know.
It started at Cooper's Hill. Well, it's a Cooper Hill cheese rolling in wake annual event that is held at Spring Bank Holiday at Cooper's Hill. So it is a Gloucester cheese roll that they rolled down in Gloucester, England, that is sent 200 yards down a steep hill, and it just rolls on down, and you have
giant
to.
cheese roll.
Oh, it's huge.
Cheese, like okay,
well,
I got you.
It's cheese
a little like a wheel,
one.
like a wheel
yes,
of cheese.
A wheel of cheese,
right?
That you must follow.
So they roll it down the hill,
and a few people have to run down that said hill. You have to roll, tumble, crawl to get that cheese wheel in order to win the cheese wheel.
So the competition is you have to chase the cheese. The first one who gets it wins.
Wins it.
Okay. This is in England. They do
England,
this.
Yes.
Wow.
The earliest of recorded winners that I could find was in 1948, but there were tales about the 1826 time period.
So they've been doing this for a long time. So this is like a big deal.
And last week the winners were announced. So it's separated between men and women. Yes, it was a big thing.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets crazy where they have to, because the staff participants is ridiculous. There's ongoers, it's huge, so they have to bury it further and further almost every single year for it.
Those Brits, man, you don't ever know what they're going to be up to. Those Brits. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. That's fun.
A little different.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
Thank you. Still a little nervous. I just realized that it's the first ever episode. This is pretty cool. I like this.
It's good. It's big being in the driver's seat.
It's a little different. It's not easy being in the driver's seat. I commend you for it, Mike. I had to pick out a fancy shirt too. Thank you.
I got my toast shirt on.
Switch seats.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next? Keep the show rolling.
What are we drinking, Mike?
What are we drinking today? We are drinking in honor of the vineyard being planted this week. I thought I'd pull out our estate wine from our other vineyard over on Cayuga Lake.
I like it.
We've got our New York Groove here.
Beautiful.
Our 2023 New York Groove, our first ever estate wine. Looking forward to having more estate wine in the future. Did you know, Cameron, that we're going to plant these grapes this week? We will not get our first grapes off of them for 3 years.
Quite a while.
It's
a long time.
So 2028 will be the first year that we get grapes off of these vines, and it won't be a lot of grapes. It'll be a kind of a smaller harvest. They might not be the best quality, but it takes a long time to propagate a grapevine into getting grapes to make wine. So it'll take 3 years, but excited to get those into the ground.
Very excited.
We are planting 2 different grapes. We are planting a red wine grape called Zweigelt. A lot of our toast fans are probably familiar with that. It's a wine we've produced for a couple of vintages. Have not been able to get a hold of the grape for the last 2 years. So we're currently sold out as Zweigelt. One of the reasons why I wanted to plant that, because I like that grape. It's different, it's unique.
Yes.
And we'll have that available in 3 years.
In 3 years. 3 years. So something to look forward to.
The other grape we're planting is a white wine grape called Albarino. Albarino. It's a very crisp, dry white wine grape. Origins back to Portugal. And Zweigelt, by the way, is origins back to Austria. So we're going to have Albarino. We're going to have Zweigelt. Ours exclusively to make. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm excited for that too.
Anyway, back to New York Groove. This is our estate blend of Vignoles and Vidal Blanc. Great summertime wine. It's an off-dry. I call it an off-dry wine. Not quite semi-dry, not quite dry, right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
That's the way I think about this wine. We talked about this wine a few times before, but it's worth revisiting again, especially coming in to the warmer weather season. What a flavor bomb this wine is!
It's so good. Well, crisp.
It just fills your mouth with fruit and with flavor. Probably, it's I don't know. It's so big and full of flavor for a white wine.
There's so much happening right there in that glass.
What do you get? What kind of flavors are you picking up there?
Oh, tons of citrus. I get a little bit of apple in there.
I definitely get some apple as well. A lot of citrus. Big, bold flavor. I really like this. This has been a very popular wine for us as well. New York Groove.
New York Groove.
Remember the inspiration for the name?
Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley, that's right. It's a kiss. Well, was when Kiss did their solo projects, each one of them. Ace Frehley, back in the New York groove.
Back in the New York groove.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Beautiful choice for the wine. Oh. All right, we'll bring it back. Now you're going to see why it's the Cameron episode, because our top 5 list is our top 5 Korean movies or shows that we love to watch by ourselves. I know Mike has at least 15 that he's told me about.
I know. I had to really narrow the list down to get those Korean films.
I feel like people were waiting for it. No, top 5 things we get anxious about.
Top 5 things that we get anxious about. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a good one. That's a thought-provoking, little deeper top 5 list than not. I'm not going to say the normal, but just because we've had certainly deep ones before. But this is a good one.
It's a very good one.
The Cameron episode. Top 5 things we get anxious about.
I would love for you to go first.
You would like for me to go first?
It's me being the host.
All right. Well, let me is it okay if I ask you a question first before I go?
Of course.
So, are you an anxious person? Do you think of yourself as an anxious person? It's the thing right out there now that a lot of people talk about anxiety and things like that. So it can be a serious struggle for some people, anxiety. So I wasn't sure if that was something that was on your mind or while you chose this. Certainly, something that I thought, well, there's definitely people that have some issues out there. There's even a song about anxiety out right now, right?
There is.
Who's that? Is that Tate McRae?
Doshi or something.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's why did I think it was Tate McRae? You're right. It's Doshi. Yeah, you're right. I remember that now. Totally stole the background from another song.
Somebody else that somebody I used to know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that she paid royalties or something for that, but yeah. Yeah, no, I was just curious. So, I mean, I'm not an anxious person by nature. Mm-hmm. I certainly have moments and times and things where I am anxious, but this was a little bit of a challenge for me. But I just wanted to acknowledge, because I certainly know there are people that really struggle with anxiety. And, I think it's, like I said, that's why I think it's kind of a deep topic. So, good job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go first. My number 5. It makes me anxious. Any red or pink at all that is in red meat.
That is funny.
When I order anything at a restaurant, whether it be a burger or the finest filet mignon, it needs to be well done.
To be well done.
Well done. I can't eat any meat that is pink. Even the slightest bit of pink, it makes me anxious.
That's hysterical.
That's my number 5.
I love that number 5, because my number 5 is cooking meat to make sure there's no pink in the meat.
Oh, you seriously?
Yes.
That is incredible. That we both
that is hysterical.
I didn't know that about you.
I'm like constantly like checking to make sure there's no pink in there. It's so funny.
Okay, that is really funny. Yeah, it is. It makes me anxious.
Yeah. Like a little nervous about it.
Okay. Wow, that's unusual. We're definitely not the norm. You know that, right?
No.
Most people
they like the little
when
pink
I order my steak well done.
I don't like seeing the pink. I can't.
No, me neither. Me neither. All right, good. That's funny. That is funny. Number 4 for me. I don't think we're going to have a match here. Playoff sports for teams that I am a fan of make me super anxious. I can remember Cleveland baseball playoff games, the last World Series they were in. Every single pitch, I'm on the edge of my seat, because anything can happen at any moment. It could turn the whole tide of the game. It really, really, really makes me anxious. Of course, they lose, and as they always did, and then I'm like, off for like 3 days. It takes me 3 days to recover from that. I'm so emotionally involved in that, and it makes me so anxious.
I like that. I would too if I liked sports. I'm sorry. I would say my 4 is measuring and cutting things out, because I feel like I'm going to overshoot it or undershoot when I cut things.
Measuring or cutting things out. Okay. Like, give me an example.
So we have stickers here at the winery that we put out for people to grab. And sometimes I go a little over the line or a little under, so they don't look the prettiest.
Okay.
So now I get a little
anxious. Makes you anxious.
Makes me anxious.
The sticker cutting.
The sticker cutting.
Okay.
I'm not really good at cutting things.
All right. I get that. You don't want to mess up. All right. Good. My number three, I don't know if this will surprise you or
Mhm.
not. Um, I get anxious around some industry peers sometime in
Hmm.
the winery industry when I'm at an event or when I'm
Yeah.
because this is still a new venture for me, right?
Yes.
So I just talked about Fox Run, how they've been together, been around for 35
35.
years, right? I've been doing this now for just coming up on 5, not very
That's
long time, and
hmm.
I still feel a little
Of
anxious
course.
talking to these people that um, forgotten more things than I've even learned yet, and makes me anxious.
Crazy.
You know, um, who was at the Fox Run event that we were at?
I did not.
Herman Weimer.
Mm.
Remember, we just talked
We
about Herman
did.
Weimer as somebody who I'd like to sit down and have a glass of wine with. Herman, in person, Herman
That's
Weimer
crazy.
was at the event. Did I
That's
talk to him?
awesome. I was,
No
yep.
chance. No chance. I wouldn't even
A
have
little
known
nervous
what
and
to walk up and say to him.
yep.
I did not. But he was there. I
Well, that's
saw him.
awesome. Ooh, a
Yeah.
little nervous. It makes
But
you
that makes me
nervous.
nervous
I do.
talking
I
to
do
my
see that.
industry peers, which is funny because being in a corporate career, I mean, I presented to the regularly to the CFO of one of the largest companies in the United States all the
Yeah.
time, and it didn't
And that didn't bother you.
bother me
But
one
here,
bit. But now I'm talking to a fellow winemaker or a winery owner that's been doing this for 20 years, and yeah, I'm anxious. I'm
that's
very anxious.
crazy. That's
So
cool though to see that.
yeah.
Well, I
Anyway,
like that.
so yeah, doing a lot of sharing here today.
I love that. A little
Okay.
deeper thinking about
Yeah.
it.
All right.
3, I'm gonna say phone call appointments. I hate doing it. I don't
Phone
know
call
why.
appointments? What do
So
you mean by
like
that?
making a doctor's appointment or calling the
Okay.
dentist or following up about something. I don't know why, but it makes me pretty anxious about to
You
like.
don't like to
I
do that.
don't like. Sometimes I like when they don't pick up, so I can leave a voicemail instead. So then we can
Gotcha.
just text back and forth.
Okay. Well, I get that. I mean, I know people so it's a thing, right? It's
Yes.
not you're not
No.
alone in that for sure. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
That's
I don't know why, but I feel
call. Can
like
you order a pizza? Like,
oh, I can. That's fine,
so
but it's
you're okay
like
with that? No, I
it's
know
about
somebody that's
me
like,
that I
no,
don't
they don't even
like.
want to call and
Just
order a pizza.
yeah,
Like they don't
that's
do
okay
that.
for me.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, that's a good one. My number two, and we talked about this on the show recently. Things that make me anxious. This is ants.
Ants,
Ants.
yes.
It's ants don't make me anxious per se, but when I see them, then I'm just like always looking for them,
You're
always.
never gonna
And
stop.
I've just been dealing with an ant problem that I think we've solved now for the
Oh,
last
good.
couple of weeks at
Oh,
home.
good.
And I can't stop. Every time I'm in
You
the
see a
spot
little
where the
thing, you're like,
ants
that's
were,
where
I'm
they
looking
are.
to see, are they there? Are they there? And it does.
It
It
bothers
just
you,
in my
yes.
head, I'm just constantly looking for the ants. It's one of those things
I
when
totally agree.
you put this list out there, that was the first thing that popped in my
Ants.
mind. Ants makes me anxious.
Hmm. I can't stand ants. And we're in the top 5.
Yeah.
I'm 2. I'm gonna say public speaking.
Public
Public
speaking,
speaking,
really,
yes.
really.
Like talking to people still gets me a little anxious here and there. I used to do theater in high school, and I would
Uh huh.
sweat buckets, but I still loved every moment of doing it.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
doing it, but I get very anxious about doing it.
Well, you certainly handle the one-on-one conversations here in the winery,
Well,
well
thank
with our
you.
customers.
Thank you.
So I wouldn't get that, but I could get that. You're okay on Toast
I am. I
Tuesdays?
am okay
Yeah,
on
of
Toast
course.
Tuesday. Yeah,
The
see?
audience is the
They're right
camera
behind the
here,
camera, you know?
but yeah, no, all right,
The
good,
one of the bigger things.
all right, I got you, good. My last one, my number one, putting a new wine out makes me incredibly anxious.
It does.
Like when I bottle a wine and put that cork in it, there's no turning back, right? It's done.
No.
It's
out.
finished. It's what I think is the best product that I can put out there at the moment. But I don't know if people are going to like it or not. So I'm
It's
always
always
anxious when I
nerve-wracking.
put a new wine on the shelf. I'm always looking, are they buying it? Are they trying it? I come out and ask you, do
Yes.
they
Did
like
anybody
it?
like that? Yes.
Yeah,
It's
because
totally
I
fair.
makes me anxious when I put out a new wine
I
because
knew
I
that had to
want
be
to
there.
know that people are going to like it.
Of course. I
So
like that.
yeah, it's my number one.
My number
What do you got?
one. I can't stand driving in new areas that I don't know, especially making turns. So I try to follow somebody so I can watch how they make the turn so I can also follow it.
Okay.
I don't like driving in new areas.
New areas of driving
No.
makes you anxious. Okay.
Even with GPS, I still get very anxious about
Yeah.
doing it.
Gotcha. Okay. I got that. That's good.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
list.
you.
I
Good,
think it was
good.
I think it was a good sharing
Top 5, yes.
top five. So thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for sharing that with the people. I think that was deep and insightful.
Thank you, Mike.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good top five.
All right.
All right.
Let's get to the toast.
The toast.
Let's get to
oh,
the
here
toast.
we go. The camel toast. Let's do it. Let's do it.
One. All right. Well, I liked doing this episode. I can't wait to see what Toast Tuesday now brings us, and hopefully there'll be more cam episodes. Be a little less anxious about this. I feel like it's the first hurdle, which is what I like.
All right.
Let's do it. So I pulled a song that I really, really enjoy.
Yes.
From David Bowie,
Ooh.
Mick Jagger,
Ooh.
Dancing in the Street.
Oh, good one. Good one.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here, and the time is right for dancing in the street. Cheers.
Cheers. Nice job, Cameron.
Thank you, Mike.
You're out of wine.